Hello everyone, welcome to a new video for Rndr, FET and Injective price prediction based on Elliott Wave analysis. We're gonna start with a Rndr on the daily here, where we are looking still, of course, at our correction, very deep correction and long in time. We got a wave A, wave 1 here as an impulse ABC, followed for a correction for wave B or wave 2, and then of course finished another impulse for a wave C as a zigzag, potentially ABC, finishing with it, of course, wave A, or it can be, of course, a double 1-2. Now, the highest possibility goes, of course, for the ABC here in wave A, and we're looking for a very long complex wave B there, because we have an A, B, and a C potentially there unfolding for Rndr. And that means right now this wave B is still, of course, looking at the 3 waves down, triangle in the middle as a wave B, potential wave C, of course, the wave C, therefore you are asking here for 5 waves, and that means, of course, you need a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Despite this wick, we don't know really what to do with this wick, but I mean, if we want to take it into consideration, then of course you are asking here for a very deep impulse to take the low, at least, of course, as a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 towards the downside, which I doubt it a little bit here. All what we are asking for here is to finish, of course, this correction in time, 0.618 FIB time, to, of course, create a balance with this wave W or wave A. The perfection of this time can be in September 2026, and of course it can be in the following ending diagonal for a potential wave C, in case the wave C is gonna end up, of course, as kind of like a truncation, despite, of course, that this wick is very deep. Now, the other possibility, which is higher possibility, is a W and X and a wave Y. Now, the wave Y is much more possible for me, rather than being in an impulse towards the downside to take the wick again. However, the wave Y can be a zigzag here. The zigzag is already a leading diagonal wave A, B, and a C, and we're looking therefore for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to unfold towards the downside to reach at least the 1-to-1 FIB level over there within the time, at least the minimum requirement time here that we might ask for, and then start potentially to push for higher in a new bull run. If we dive deeper on the 2 hours chart here for Rndr, we can see clearly that this of course correction unfolding here as a potential ABC, you are of course required here for an impulse downward, where you have already a wave 1, potentially wave 2, finished 1, 2, and then 3, 4, and a 5, still unfolding, of course, to reach this area here. So I would say definitely we are in a kind of like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here to finish up our wave Y, of course, which it might be a zigzag ABC here as a 1-to-1 FIB level, again, of course, taken from the A to the B to the C. You want to hit the $1 exactly for Rndr, which is also a psychological number, I would say. So it might be very likely that this is what the price or the market is looking for. So Rndr, after Rndr, we're gonna see FET. For FET as well, we're gonna take a little bit very quick overview for the daily as well. I mean, it's not so far from Rndr. You have also kind of like 3 waves, highest possibility in a wave A, and you have 3 waves down in a wave A, and triangle for a wave B or an X as well. And you're looking for a final move here, final pattern to finish a balanced structure, of course, within this correction. 3 waves down, triangle wave B, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, ending diagonal, for example. Or you are in a W, X, and a Y. Your wave Y is an A, B, and a C to finish this wave Y in an early time here and start the bull run. So basically, I would say nothing different from Rndr. I would say it can be, of course, a wave Y here unfolding in 3 waves zigzag, or it can be something as an ending diagonal, taking a little bit more time around the 1-to-1 FIB time and then pushing for higher. So if we dive also inside it on the 2 hours chart here, we can see that on the 2 hour chart, we are already in this formation of a potential ABC to hit, of course, the 1-to-1 FIB level in a wave Y zigzag. And then, of course, the zigzag wave C is ending up here as 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. And the wave 5 is still unfolding for lower, We have hit already the uncommon target 0.618, but I'm still expecting, of course, one more low here, and probably to hit, of course, the 1-to-1 in an extended wave 5, 13 cents for FET. So we gotta be careful as well. It might be deeper one. In case not, in case that is gonna be a smaller wave 5, don't forget also it can be wave 3 here as a 1, 2, 3, and then 4 and a 5 ending diagonal, of course, for the wave C there. Yeah, so these are the possibilities. We're still looking for lower, but I would say that this correction is getting closer and closer to an end. So I would say that, yeah, we might see some lower prices. They might be surprising somehow with some wicks, yeah, some V-shape there, but we might, of course, start the bull run, of course, very, very soon here. In case, of course, FET and Rndr wants to start the bull run. For Injective as well, very interesting. The daily, we are looking as well at a potential double 1-2. So a wave 1-2, another 1-2, and also can be an A, B, and a C, which is the highest possibility. Because, of course, a very long sideways and very complex, not sideways, even very deep correction and very complex. Well, complexity doesn't belong normally to a wave 2, they belong to a wave 4. And therefore, I'm expecting that this is a wave B and then pushing for higher, right? So basically, if we are in a wave A or W here, we might be in a wave B as well, zigzag. You might be in another zigzag, meaning or flat A, B, and a C here, still wants to end up, of course, within the low, nobody knows. But in case you are in W, X, and Y, you're allowed to have a triangle even here. Rndr and FT had already triangles in the X, which is, of course, not possible to get it in the Y, but with Injective, the X is a zigzag, so very likely to get the triangle in the Y here. Meaning, again, the time, it is the fighting with the time, again, potentially to finish the structure there and start, of course, the push toward the upside one more time for Injective. If we dive deeper on the 2-hour chart here, you can see we have double 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. We're still expecting one more 4 and a 5 to hit the 1-to-1 fib level, $2.7. And this might be it, of course, the push toward the upside potentially, or a rebound at least. If not a bull run, we are expecting a very, very significant rebound toward the upside. Yep, so these are the possibilities for Rndr, FET, and Injective. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your likes and comments, and see you in the next one. Bye-bye.